Jesus was black, and I got the proof. You don't gotta ask me. I'm just finna show you, right? There's a book. There's a book that costs thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars. And it's called Russian Icons. In this book of Russian history, they have depictions of Christian deities, and all of them are black people. The Virgin Mary, John the Baptist, Jesus, Paul, you name them. All the characters in the Bible, in this book called Russian Icons, are black people. Now the thing is, how is this possible? In our search for black Jesus, in our search for black people in religion, it seems that we were brainwashed to knowing these were stories of Africa, to knowing Egypt was in Africa or is in Africa, but we still refuse the truth. We still hang pictures of a Caucasian Jesus on our walls. We still celebrate a Caucasian Jesus on the cross. Now, America is younger than the European country of Russia, right? So American history is only about 400 years old, right? What they teach you in school. George Washington and, cowboys and Indians and the 13 colonies and Louisiana Purchase, all of these things, right? That's American history. But when it comes to black people in America, our history seems to be from slave ships to plantations, from plantations to civil rights, from civil rights to hip hop. That's how American history is taught. That's how black history is taught to Americans, and not just black people, but Americans as a whole. Now, I find this book. This book is on eBay. You just Google this book, Russian Icons. This book is filled with depictions and pictures of black deities. This book and the pictures in this book, pictures related to this book, cost thousands of dollars. And yet and still, I've never heard a black person direct our historical energy to this book. How is it possible that this book exists and no one in America, no one I've ever met, nothing I've ever seen has acknowledged the fact that this book exists? When you Google it, when you go on YouTube, there are very few videos about this book, Russian Icons. But when you Google it to buy it, you see this book costs thousands of dollars. What books cost thousands of dollars? Answer that question. What book do you know costs thousands and thousands of dollars? They give away the Quran. They give away Bibles. But yet and still, in this book, Russian Icons, all the people that they talk about in the Bible and the Quran happen to be black in Russian history. Now, you can excuse me, man. I was born in America. I was raised off hip-hop. If you ask me what kind of people are in Russia, I would say white. I've never known it to be a black Russian, not even in sports. I've never known a black Russian to exist. Are black people in Russia? I'm sure. We got army bases all over the world, right? Africa is closer to Russia than America is. So I'm sure for some kind of economic gain, there are black people in Russia. But did you know that Russia's depiction of their historical Christian figures were black? And it's proven. Not only is proven, they put a price tag on it. So it can be out of the reach of the average American. Now they say, you want to hide the truth, put it in the book. And we know that for a fact. The laws are in books. History is in books. They didn't want black people to read for hundreds of years in America. That's proof in itself. But as Google, since the invention of Google, right, the world has gotten smaller. It's harder to hide things, right? Because all the knowledge, whatever you got in print Whatever you thinking, you can put it on the internet. So I'm just like, I'm floored that it took me to 2022 at 6 in the morning to discover that there's a book called Russian Icons. Now, I gotta go deeper into this, right? And this ain't no hate. This is just the mere fact that this thing exists, and it exists outside of black culture. Black culture does not use this material, this knowledge to propel itself forward in the world. Black people, we gotta do better. You know what I'm talking about? And you gotta stop worshiping them. We gotta stop begging them when we can see in plain daylight with our own eyes the hidden truth. This Montana White with Miami Mix Show. Hip Hop, Money, Power, and Politics. Y'all hit that subscribe button because I'm going everywhere with this. I'm going everywhere with this knowledge. We got to feed each other the truth, man, or we'll die living a lie. I'm out.